Hello guys, and welcome to a new video. I hope you're all doing all right. Hope you've having a good week. Hope you've enjoyed the workouts that I've posted so far. There's many more to come, and look out on my Instagram and on my YouTube because I'm going to be posting the challenge soon. I'm going to be doing a live that hopefully you can all join in with me. So today, as you can tell by the title, I'm just going to be going through a couple bits of kit. Okay, it's not really a review. That's not what I do. My channel's a bit of everything. As you know, I do a bit of fitness, some reactions, and I'm going to start vlogging about my life again, a bit of advice on joining the army. But I've had a lot of comments and questions asking what kit I use. So I'm just going to be talking about the two sets of webbing that I do use. If you want proper reviews, head over to Smudge's channel. I'm sure a lot of you know who he is. Okay, MKR Military Kit Review. Head over to his channel and he does a lot of reviews. But if you are watching this, thank you. If you do enjoy it, give us a thumbs up, click that subscription button. Click that subscription button right now if you're not subscribed. I do really appreciate the support and I appreciate all the views that I get. So, getting into it then, the first bit of kit I'm going to be talking about, okay, is a set of webbing that I've got here. Straight away, I'm going to tell you it's not my favourite bit of webbing. How I actually got this was from a friend of mine. So a lot of you who most have been following my channel for a while might know that I actually signed off. God, it was like 4 years ago now. Jesus, time flies. So I signed off, pretty much got out. I sold a lot of kit. So I had this really good set of webbing. It was all issued, but I got it tailored from troopers in Colchester. I must have spent about 200, if not more, pounds on this set of webbing. I had patrol yoke. It was all tailored and fitted to me. All the pouches were issued, but I changed all the clips and that on them. But I sold that for a bit of money and swapped it for this as well. From a mate, got back in and he really loves it, so he's not going to give it back to me. If I could, I'd have that back. But this is a pretty decent webbing. It's not too bad. So starting off with the yoke. Some of you might recognise it. Okay, it is an American yoke. It did have loads of ammo pouches all over the front of it, but they got in the way, so I actually cut them all off and just tried to trim the yoke down so it's a lot thinner and a lot lower profile. As you can see, a lot wider shoulder straps, I do have to say. These are quite good. It's a bit twisted at the back. But the shoulder straps ain't too bad. They are a bit too bulky for my liking, but I do like the width of them. Okay, and then coming down, you do have a chest strap and a waist strap, and then obviously your hip, which I actually do really like because it keeps it all in nice and tight. So that is the good part. But like I said, it was covered. I think it had like 4 ammo pouches either side or something ridiculous, and they just got in the way. Really didn't like them, so I cut them off. But that is the yoke. You can see the back. It is a pretty comfortable yoke, but I did prefer my old patrol yoke that I got tailored at Troopers. So if you're looking for something like that, I'd head over to them. Okay, starting off then, the left hand side of the webbing. Okay, you've got your magazine pouches, just your standards. They're your old issued magazine pouches. As you can tell, this is all DPM, so it's not even MTP. So it is quite a bit of old bit of kit, but it has faded. But I have been looking at new sets of webbing, which I'll go on to in later videos. But it's got your standard male and female clips with the Velcro attached on. Okay, and they are all a decent size, both of them. You can easily fit 3 magazines in there if need be, so it does enable you to hold 6 magazines. But they're just your standard male-female clips for when you're just patrolling along. I can then obviously unclip them, and then if you are in a contact, if I do 4 quick mag changes, I do have a Velcro, and then when the contact finishes, you can do the male and female clips up. But I know it is secure with Velcro. So that is the magazine pouches, perfectly fine for up to 6 magazines. Okay, moving to the back then, is you've got 3 utility pouches or water bottle pouches. So I like to carry 2 water bottles. Okay, don't really like much kit in my webbing anymore. So you've got 3 pouches. I have a water bottle either side. So on this left hand side, I have a water bottle with a metal mug. okay, and that easily fits in there. There's the water bottle, and metal mug there. Okay, easily fits in there, no dramas at all. The reason I have the metal mug is because I don't use mess tins. There's no need to carry loads of mess tins. Yes, they teach you that in training, but once I left training, I sort of changed how I did it. I have a different set of wash kit now, so I don't need the mess tins. And then I can cook my food in there, and then with the water that's left over, I can use as a brew, and then I can pour into my thermal flask. So that's why I have the metal mug in there. Middle pouch, exact same size. Okay, so got a small little cooker in there. Depending on the situation will depend whether I take that or not. Small little first aid kit, just basic first aid kit. And then depending on the op situation, I can then fit more in there. And then also I can fit 12 hours worth of rations in there as well. And then coming around is just another water bottle again. This I just use as my drinking water. That's normally sort of cooking water if I need to, but it's there also for me to drink as well, and make brews with. Coming around to the right hand side, this pouch, not really a big fan of it, and just because one, it's like a really big commander's pouch. It's actually an old LMG pouch, ammunition pouch, but I just keep my tan commander's pouch, got my crib cards, and then you can have a small like bit of battle cleaning kit really if I need it in there, and to be honest, it is pretty large. You could fit a lot more in there, but it depends on the situation once again. To be honest, now being armoured, I actually only really use this for PT, just because it's so bulky and you don't really need it in a vehicle, and I'll cover that in my next bit of kit and future videos. And then coming around, you do have a small pouch here. It's not really a smoke pouch, not big enough for that, but you could fit like a knife, a Gerber, or some cam cream into there if you need be. There's my set of webbing that I use. Like I said, I don't really use it as much anymore. It's more for sort of PT, and then if we are doing obviously a major big dismounted exercise, then I mostly would use this. But we use a lot of vehicles. We do dismount, but this is quite bulky, so it's all right. I do really miss my old webbing, so I wouldn't mind actually getting that back. The Yoke I wouldn't recommend. It's all right, but I definitely wouldn't recommend it. I'd go and spend the money at Troopers. Highly recommend them. And then yeah, I'd get the buckle change. It's just your standard male-female buckle. I'd get that changed. There's a lot I'd change to it, but I haven't yet. I have looked at other sets of webbing, but for now I have just used it. It does its part, and it does help me with what I need. So that's the reason I haven't spent money. I used to spend loads of money on kit, and I actually sold a lot of it. So it's a lot of money to spend again. So it all depends on what you like, but this does do the job. But that's what I use for now, and then I'm going to go on to the next set of kit that I also use, and it's a lot more easier when in the vehicle. So this is what I use then. This is the new Virtus issue. For those that haven't seen it, very minimal for what I carry. The reason for that is I have more on my plate carrier, which I will cover in a future video because a few people have asked me to talk about that. If you want to, like I said, if you want a full-on review, head over to MKR. But I will be talking about my setup. But this is very minimal. I don't like the buckle on it. They didn't need to change the buckle. Yeah, it does up and it does stay together, but the straps, I've even taped them up, but they just come loose. You tape them up, they come out. They're really hard to get in and out, so definitely recommend a new buckle, but it does go on nice, quick and easy. And the reason for this is in the turret, you definitely wouldn't be able to stand in the turret with my old set of webbing on. I could mostly stand there this, but I wouldn't. I'd have my plate carry on. I'd have this attached to the vehicle, and then if I need to dismount, I can quickly put this on, hence why I don't have a yoke. It does stay up without the yoke. And then all I have on here, okay, so I've got two mag pouches here. The reason for is I've got more on my plate carrier, which I'll cover in a future video. I've got the dump pouch, med kit, always need a med kit, okay, and then smoke and grenade. And that's all I feel like I need nowadays, especially in the new job role, coming from the artillery into the cav. that's all I need. So these are the two setups I have. The Vertis, you get a lot of questions, is it really worth it? I'm not the biggest fan of most of the kit. Plate carrier and helmet I think are brilliant. This could be good, but it does need some little changes. I feel like they've had different versions of Vertis and they don't really listen to what the lads say. They just like, people trial it and then they just still do their own ideas, because I don't reckon anyone would have recommended a buckle like this. I've never seen anyone buy a buckle like this. There's so many different buckles out there that you could have had. So, but I do like the thickness of it. You do have the shooter's belt, which are a lot thinner, but because this is 3 molly, not 2 molly, when you do attach pouches, they're not hanging down low and whacking against you. But yeah, it's all right, it does the job. For those that are looking at joining the army, the kit has massively improved since when I joined. So if you're joining now and you're getting it Vertis issue and training, you know, you're doing really well, trust me. So yeah, really basic setup. It's all I need for when I'm in the vehicle. If needed be though, you do have a yoke which you can attach to the belt, which I will have if I need it. So, but yeah, that's the end of the video. Like I said, I don't really do reviews. Let us know what you think. It's the first really sort of bit of kit I've spoke about, so I don't know how it went, so please comment below. I'm going to talk about my plate carrier setup, but I mostly won't talk about much else just because it's not what I really do. But if you do want to see more, please comment below. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Watch out on my Instagram and YouTube, because I will be posting a challenge that I'm going to be doing soon. I'm going to be doing a live workout. So if you want to join me, it's going to be hard. But please, yeah, the more the merrier. Hope you enjoyed the video. Click the subscription button if you did, and I will see you soon.